or this beautiful purple. And Chad Allen is joining me. And Chad, I have to say, you know, I am not as mobile as I used to be. I told you, I've become one of those COVID gardeners. You know, I'm not the only one. But it's more than just gardening. If it's home repair, if you're sorting through a bunch of things, maybe you're folding mountains of clothes, all those things where we're maybe trying to stand or sit or kneel for extended periods of time. People are using this for multiple applications. It's just a shame that we didn't bring in more, because you actually, this is the shipment or the allotment for the season, isn't it?
That really is. Yeah. Hi, Shannon. Hi, everybody. Yeah, this is it. We'll bring it back in the fall, of course, because we do those perennials and those other flowers in the fall as well. So you need this for multiple seasons. And when we go into spring, I know we're just getting into it for some of you. Here in Tampa, we've been in spring for quite a while, it feels like. But everything we do, we're on our knees or we're sitting in terms of cleaning, organizing, planting, gardening, cleaning the grout, painting the baseboards, all those things. Well, all of a sudden you use your garden kneeler and you're able to elevate your knees. And what I mean by that is, take a look right here at my hand, right above those graphics. See my hand below that pad? When I get my knees onto the 2 layers of EVA foam, my knees come up off the ground. They're extremely comfortable because EVA foam is exactly like we see in our running shoes to absorb the shock. And then we have these really great oversized handlebars. So instead of using our hips, our knees, or our back to get up off the ground, we're able to hang on to something, grab, and use our arm strength to get ourselves up off the ground. And the same way on the way down, Shannon, don't forget. So if I can get to this space right here, I can hang on and then slowly, gently, easily use my arm strength to get me down. But as easy as I was able to get on my knees, I simply flip it over, come around, and I'm able to use it as a garden seat, whether you're gardening, planting, washing your rims, painting the baseboards, or cleaning under the kitchen sink, because Lord knows my kitchen sink is a disaster underneath. And I don't want to get down there and do it because it's not a 30-second or a 60-second project. It's going to take me 5, 10, a half an hour to really get in there and clean. So I need to be comfortable, and I'm not going to be discouraged to do those tasks anymore. But as easily as I was able to do that, when the season is over or you're done doing this, all you have to do is pinch. What if I do it from the back? So then all you do is pinch, bring the arm down, pinch, bring the arm down, and store it away for this season. It's really simple, Shannon.
I think it's brilliant. And I mean, I really do, because whether it is cleaning or organizing or home repairs, like I said, folding the laundry, certainly it's wonderful for the gardening season. And especially if you have become a COVID gardener, horticulturist, yeah, like I aspire to be, you know, I'm learning along with the rest of us. You will use this for more than just the gardening season. The problem is, though, we only do bring this in for the gardening season, and the quantities that we brought in are the quantities that we have. Now, it will support up to 250 pounds, but you can see how nice and stable it is. I'm a super fan of the fact that it collapses. It's so funny, all the things I'm gonna say, they're doing it in this videotape. And then remember, it is that 2-in-1. And Chad, no kidding, when we were texting earlier, and then I looked at this online, and Guy was talking about this, Guy's a big guy. I mean, you know, he's over 6 feet, you know, I'm 5'8". So big, small, tall, and y'all, everybody finds a use for this. And that's why I say, whether you're doing COVID gardening or not, you will use this. And that's what people really discover when they get this at home, isn't it?
You know, it is. And I think when they write a review, they talk about the handlebars a lot, because I want you to hear something. I'll be quiet for a second. Look, it locks into place. That's what we want to see. And the handlebars and the EVA foam are two of the main features that separate us from everybody else in the market. Because there are things, I mean, gardening's been around a long time. You can go buy knee pads and you have to strap them on, or you can go buy pieces of foam. And it's just a normal piece of foam. There is no handlebars. It's not EVA foam, which means you can puncture it, and, you know, I don't have to get into it. You understand the difference here because I'm able to use my arm strength to get down and up off the ground. If you're just joining us, that's 2 layers of EVA foam. There's a layer on this side for your knees, and then when you flip it over to become a seat, there's actually a layer on this side. It looks like one, but there's a firm piece in between those 2 layers. And that firm piece is going to stop it from puncturing or denting or anything like that, because you're able to put this right onto the gravel, onto the mulch, into the mud, the dirt, the sand, the shells, like some of the Florida backyard, and do what you need to do. And in the inside, whether it's cleaning the grout or doing those things, your knees are going to be comfortable. And then here's the magic. Instead of using the knees, the hips, the back, hang onto the handlebars, use your arm strength and get yourself up. And then you're able to flip it over and use it as a real seat. Now, if I'm doing this for a long time, Shannon, I know we have some of the little pouches that go onto the side. They're like $7. And then I have my gloves here, I got my shovel here, and I'm really able to create a whole kit. So now that half an hour gardening project that I know you and I love to get into is easy. And we want to keep going because it's a hobby of ours. In that purple, that's brand new, Shannon. That's a brand new color for the season.
I love that purple. And remember, sadly, we only bring in a select amount, and we only bring them in during the gardening and landscaping season, but you will use this year round. You know, Chad, it's interesting. I even think of my mom and my dad. You know, my nephew Hunter, they are doing social and sports activities, of course, safely. They're wearing masks, but a lot of times it's hard for my mom and dad to get up and down the bleachers. Sometimes even when my mom is watching Lexi at dance, I mean, there isn't really necessarily seating that's relocated for the parents and the grandparents who are trying to watch the little girls or picking them up from, you know, soccer, baseball, basketball, football, whatever it might be. So because this is portable, you can really take a load off. I mean, you can literally take this to those games. You could take them to those events. You could take them to those times, even if it's something as simple as, I know it might sound crazy, but cause my mom actually is, you know, she tries to pay it forward too. She takes my Aunt Elner to the grocery store. Elner's in her 90s now. God bless, we love you, Elner. And, you know, sometimes my mom will go down an aisle for Elner. You know, it's just nice to have that portable seating that's, first of all, cute, you know, or I should say handsome if you're getting the gray or the green, but it comes in really handy, wouldn't you say, Chad?
It's so handy, and it wouldn't be a customer pick if it wasn't. We know we're the toughest critics of ourselves, and a lot of people always do ask me on my Facebook. I'm going to get a little closer. Sorry for the weird angle, but if I'm going to reach my hand behind here, because right there is that mechanism, and when you pinch up, you're able to fold the legs down, and that's sort of what makes it sort of an awesome item, because we don't have a lot of storage space. We want something smaller, that one finger, you can hang it up on a little hook in your garage or behind a door or under a bed. It's up to you. And then here is really what you want. You want to hear this so you know it's strong. It locks into place. And then you're able to use these really generously sized, oversized handlebars to use your arm strength to get up and down each and every time. Get your knees off the ground. Again, there's that space underneath. So it's elevating your knees. And when you put your knees for the first time on that EVA foam, you're going to go, I get it. I get it. I know why it's a customer pick. I know why everybody loves it. And then when you flip it over and you realize washing your tires, painting the baseboards, or just having a seat by a campfire, or when you're out camping or anything like that, you were just pointing sporting games, absolutely. We actually had some footage once where there was 2 kids sitting on one that was out by a campfire. It really is a really great item that is going to find its own purpose in your home. Because when you get it home, when you need that extra seat, you're going to tell yourself, oh, the garden kneeler. And it might not even be gardening.
Well,
it really is great, Shannon.
It really is. You know, and just it's probably because, you know, my mom was the caregiver for my grandmother for years. And, you know, whether it is like a shower assist or even if it's for someone like because you can get it wet. You can, you know, hose it down. You don't worry about corrosion, all that other kind of thing. I mean, so whether it's washing the jog or, you know, maybe washing, you know, a loved one who maybe doesn't have the mobility of standing for extended periods of time, even in that that shower. I mean, for me, I look at this when I try to clean my tub, boy, it's a situation because the tub is really deep and it's on tile, of course. So I'm actually even thinking this would help me to do some of the cleaning things around my home, let alone cleaning the dog or cleaning the sink or cleaning underneath the sink or folding the laundry. And that's why I say, yes, we call it the garden kneeler. It's 2-in-1, but you're gonna use it for much more than just that gardening. Sad thing is though, we only bring a certain amount in only during the season, and they are already on fire. That gray, that brand new purple, that green, get yours while you've got them. I'm always happy when I got you in my show, Chad Allen. I mean, good to have you here. I'm not going to take you to the mudroom and hose you off, but I could do this with the garden kneeler.
I could put my shoes, I could take my shoes on and off. Keep it by the door. Shannon, thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you, my friend. All right, Chad, he's such a treat. I love Chad. All right, do keep, speaking of things you're going to love that garden kneeler.